right, we are on to task number 3, which is designing a red rod in Inventor. So just like before, you're going to click on your Inventor icon. I already have mine open. It was minimized, so I'm just going to click down at the bottom. And we're going to open that up that way. This was the last file I used, which was the cube. So I'm going to start a new one. So I'm going to go to File, New, and I'm going to create a new one. And again, just like before, standard IPT, that's going to be selected. And then I'm going to go down the bottom, I'm going to hit create. So right now, you can look at down at the bottom, it says part 2. It's waiting for me to tell it what I want to do next. So I want to, again, go up to the top. I want to sketch. So I click on sketch, and those are my options. The red rod, I am going to start with a circle. So my approach is I'm going to create that circle on the rod, and then I'm going to extrude out for the length of that. So measuring that red rod, it's about 1/4 of an inch in diameter. So circle, I've selected that. Do you remember which plane to select? I'm hoping that you are thinking in your mind XY plane, and if you were, awesome job. Yep, that's what we want. And again, we're going to start right here at the center, but it's a small workspace. So my X and my Y, I want them to be positive, so I'm going to use this quadrant. So do you remember what to do? You're going to go over here to where pan is, which is the hand, clicking on that, and then I'm pressing down with the left side of my mouse, and I'm dragging this over to give myself a larger work area, and then I release. So back to sketching. So remember, we want to start with a circle. So I'm going to put that circle about right there, and it's wanting to know the diameter. Remember, the diameter is going to be 0.25. So right now in blue it's like 0.177, whatever yours is. I'm going to type in 0.25 and hit enter, and there's my diameter. So that's the circle on the red rod. To get its length, I'm just going to extrude out that circle. So it'll be real easy to extrude that out and create that 3D effect. I have to tell it I'm finished sketching this. So I finished my sketch. Click. And then remember, I need to create this as 3D. So I'm going to go up to the top, select 3D. And remember, we're going to extrude out. So I'm going to click extrude. Remember, that's when you take that profile and you create depth. So there I go. It just extruded that out. The default, as I said before, is 1 inch. So we want to change that default measurement to 4 inches. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to hit pan so I can see this all. Right there. Ooh, still too big. So on my wheel of my mouse, I'm zooming just like in SketchUp. So I'm going to zoom by rolling on the mouse. And there's my red rod. I want it to be red. So I'm going to go to the top under generic. And I am going to look for red. And right now it's on materials. So I'm going to go to default here. Here we go. So generic was materials. Going up here to default, I'm going to look for the color red. There we go. Red. And there we go. There's my red rod. Sweet. Almost done. You got to save it. So you're going to go to File, Save As. And again, I'm in practice miss folder, which is good. I need to change this to task 3 red rod. Hit save. And then voila, Ta-da! Down at the bottom, task 3 red rod is there. Awesome. Completed task number 3. Getting ready for task number 4.